Okay, so we here have David Mack, owner and creator of Kabuki, very popular series. So to ask you, what are you up to these days besides Kabuki?
Yeah, just finished the Alchemy collection at Marvel with Kabuki. So that's the most recent Kabuki project I've done. Finally completed it. I'm doing some other Marvel things right now before I do another Kabuki thing. I'm adapting science fiction author Philip K. Dick to Marvel Comics, and I'm working directly with the Dick estate on that, his two daughters. And that should probably, I don't know, I would say by the end of the year, early next year, probably be in stores. It's called Electric Ant, and it's based on a short story of the same name. That was kind of the inspiration to do Android Zero Electric Sheep. You know, Philip K. Dick would often work out some ideas and themes in short stories, and then later expand upon them in novels.
Sure.
So there's a lot of similar themes as in Electric Sheep, but in Electric Ant, there's quite a different plot and story, which I find really enjoyable, and because it's a short story, so, you know, if you're adapting a novel, a lot of times it'd probably be a reductive process in that it would be so big and dense you'd probably want to have to cut certain things out of it and edit it.
Could be so literal, yeah.
Right. But with the short story, I have the opposite advantage, really, in that it's a small enough story that there's so much interesting ideas in it that it gives me space to sort of flesh out those to a certain degree and experiment with them and really tell the story visually and let the story have a lot of visual space. Everything that was in the short story is in the comic book adaptation, but there's a lot of ideas that were just sort of like mentioned and thrown away that in the adaptation we have room to come back and revisit and build on and tweak and kind of let them organically flesh themselves out in the story.
In terms of your property, Kabuki, are you at all in types of deals going with maybe going toward a different medium, like it can be TV or movies or film, anything like that?
Yeah, I've been working on that for a while. I just want to get the right adaptation of that.
That would be a full-length feature film, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Series, I mean,
for a while, I was talking with HBO. They wanted to do it as a TV series, which I thought would be really fun. It'd be a really fun, like, long format story as a TV show. And then it was at Fox for a while. Like, Fox bought the option like 4 times in a row. And there's some other places that are, you know, been offered options lately. But I'm just trying to get the right one, you know, find the exact, you know, format and feel. And
you're being very patient, nothing wrong with that. Okay, and the last question would be, what is a year like, I guess, maybe 6 months in a year like for David Mack? How many weeks do you spend on the road going to Comic-Cons? How many weeks do you spend at home penciling, inking, coloring, doing your reflection books, things of that nature? Yeah,
well, luckily most of the comic conventions are like weekend things, so I'll probably do at least one kind of signing event a month. So generally at least one weekend a month I'll travel to some city to do a convention or a book signing or something like that. Sometimes it's more often than that, but even if it's something, you know, back to back or a couple weeks apart, like, you know, I was in San Diego 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
I usually have time in between to, you know, to do a little section of project I'm working on or something, and then it's kind of nice because then you go to another city and kind of resets your brain, you know, and then you can't wait to get back to work.
But you're not back to your studio. How do you like work on work outside of your own studio?
When I'm not, I do a lot of writing, and I'm really good at writing like on planes because there's so little distraction when you're on an airplane. Mostly just either read I usually either read or I'm writing or I'm sleeping, you know. So I'll read a book for a little bit, then I can't wait to write, you know. And it's nice to just, you know, not really have any options of getting out of your chair or moving or, you know, watching TV or being distracted. So I tend to do a lot of writing when I'm traveling. Even if I'm staying at like a friend's house or something in another city, I'll still like wake up every day and do some writing first.
You're very disciplined then, if that's the case. Sounds like you are. You have a schedule for yourself no matter what. If you're not drawing your writing, that's perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
David Mack, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.